Now today people won't know. All those things when they arrange for you for the past, everything go leak today. I'll go carry people information, go give you. After I give you the information, finish, you use that against them for church.
Welcome to the moment of truth. What you just saw is happening, and it happened to me. And I will tell my own stories today. It's been happening for a very long time. My own story happened in London, and I'll give you details. These are the people that is doing the same thing the man is talking about. Stay tuned.
Money wey we plan, this one be the money. I beg give him my money. All this one when you dey make fake call, I know they there, I know they after that one. Give him my money.
I told you, you have to leave my house.
Nothing when you don't.
Because
see, you never see me. I go give you wahala. I go give you wahala. I go give you problem. I go give you problem. You never know.
You don't like yourself.
Call the police. You be big fake. Now today people won't know. All those things when they arrange for you for the past, everything go leak today. I'll go carry people information, go give you. After I give you the information, finish, you it come the way we take planner. So my money, you know, come give me. Now so we talking. I beg give my money. Every service, as long as me they bring people come every Sunday, and they go investigate them, give you the information, and you use and against them, it work for you. You go must pay my money. You must pay my money. I think you don't know say those people when you go today. I don't know how much will they drop.
You calm down.
No,
Wait.
They come they say make account. I don't know because
I not be those
after service, you go give me my money.
I not be those fake.
Me, I know the purposely go your church. Oh, I they go there to know how everything can happen. I mean, you say na your church me supposed to become. You and me that you know say that fake. I go video you today. I go put it for internet. Me everybody knows it. You be fake. No, they say listen to me. I beg give my money.
Pastor out there. Now God call me.
Which God call you? Which God call you?
God, if I
God call you like this.
If I best,
God call you like this. See your Bible, see Jack Dennis. After you don't do all this, you come inside your toilet.
If I best and cry to the Holy Spirit.
Which spirit you won't cry to? Which spirit?
Leave my house.
I beg I no go.
See the audacity of that smallish man calling himself a pastor. See the way he's talking. He say when he verse and he talk to Holy Spirit, and the person will see. If you look at all these rogue pastors, they have mouth. They are very small in stature. They are tiny, but they have mouth. Look at all of them. Look at all the Elijah. They are all small. Look at NHA. They are all small in stature. Look at Feyi Daniels. Look at this one, Orokpo, Arome, all of them. They are all small in stature, but they are wreaking havoc. They are destroying lives. Look at Bushiri. Look at Bushiri. How can smallish people like this have bad mouth and sweet mouth and be destroying lives, destroying people? The one I just showed you that did this to me in London, his name is Tosin. Tomomewo. They are brothers, 5 brothers. They are all wreaking havoc. Their mother is their backbone, is their power that's backing them up to be destroying people's children. Stay tuned. I give you full details.
If your husband, you give him my money. Or you never know me. I go cast you today. I go cast you.
If I cry to the Holy Spirit, you know
cry to the which Holy Spirit?
Okay.
I beg give me my money. Not be this one me with you. Not be this money.
Not be those fake pastors.
Which fake pastors?
Now God come himself.
Who fake pastors?
And I'm not be those fake pastors.
Who fake pastors? You when me know. You when me know as fake.
I don't tell you have to leave my house.
No, why God know the review those things? The
wait.
secret when I couldn't tell you, why God know the review to you by himself? Why God know the review to you? Why you send me to go investigate people after I don't give you the information?
So my own story now, how did I enter into the fake pastor's hands? Oh, it was when I was with NHA in NHA church in London. That's why I say to you, if you go to them church, you will enter trouble because the evil people just surrounded them. They have no good people around them. That's how I entered into this trouble. Oh, during his fire conference in 2014, and that was my last time in his church. So they appointed this guy as a member of NHS church, and we are the host. I was the chief protocol then, and they appointed this guy. He came from Tomomewo church, so they put him as a supervisor or something. So during the conference and everything, running up and down and everything, we got talking. Then he said, they are doing prayer meeting. It was on Saturday. That he didn't even tell me it was that the Tosin related to Tomomewo, because I know Tomomewo from he came from Oyedepo Church, so I know him. So, and God has warned me about him. So he invited me to this Saturday prayer meeting. That time, I used to be running up and down, very naive, as most of you are doing now. And that's why I'm trying to share my own story so you don't fall into pit if you listen. So, and during the course, he said Saturday prayer meeting and everything. So he told me he doesn't have a job. They have immigration problem, himself and his wife and everything. And they know you are blessed. Your God has been faithful to you and not that, because they can see that. You don't have to announce it. So he took me to this church, to this prayer meeting, Saturday meeting. Tomomewo's Tosin Tomomewo, his mom, his wife, children. Later, I got to know they are not even married. This guy is a fornicator. He just having children here and there with different women. And he's a scammer. So, I went there, and I didn't know that he actually paid this guy to be bringing people that are well-to-do and all that. This guy, Tomomewo, has no paper. His own. Hey, he has no paper. And come and see people with immigration paper there. And he's praying for them. His mom is there. I never knew that 80-something years old woman will be that evil. So when I saw him, he looks familiar to me, because he looks like him and his brother, Tomomewo. The resemblance is just there. So I said to this guy that introduced me to him, I said, this guy looks familiar. Who is this guy? And he said, yeah, I don't want to tell you. And once you enter their coven, it's not that God didn't minister to me. I said, this is a coven. I saw it, and I told the pastor. I told Tosin. But because it wasn't a church, it was a Saturday prayer meeting. I said, God told me this is a coven. And that's the mistake I made. When God reveals something to you about all these pastors, just disassociate yourself from them. Don't bother to tell them anything, because they walk around it and they will manipulate you. And that was my own mistake, but to his own destruction. Anybody. And they were the one. They were even working with Sunday Adelaja. They were the one that gave Sunday Adelaja information about me. And Sunday Adelaja was able to track me down. And they do all these things. But to the destruction of Sunday Adelaja as well. If you had known, that's what he's saying now. So my people, know God for yourself. I've been to all these places. And there's another girl, Sylvia. That one is suffering now. All these people, they are suffering now. All of you that is working with all these fake pastors, you too, you will suffer. You will suffer because you are a betrayer. You are a betrayer, and God will give you your own portion. You need to go back to God and ask for forgiveness. I don't like my video to be too long. It's a long story, but I just give you few description of what this guy is saying is really happening. But when that church scatter, some mumu people are still there till today, or they refuse to go. Despite my testimony, the new wife he got now, he got that wife for paper, because they've served him 4 deportation letters. Now, he now married to this new one. She's a nurse. She came to church for prayers as well, and he managed to hook that one. So that one is the one that will give him paper, that will renew his paper now. But he lied in the application. He told the immigration that his mom is dead, his mom is late. Your mom that come here, that we have the information and everything. His own case is a lawyer case anyway. So I see you in my next video. Bye for now. It's happening. If you know, you know. My channel is to open your eyes because I've been there. And if I keep all this to myself, God will not be happy with me. And that's why God is backing me up to do this work in order to save lives. A lot of people are being trapped. They are being trapped and they are suffering. Many are in their early graves today. Many have reduced to nothing by these pastors. They are evil. They have nothing to offer.